Listen, people, leave it alone. What am I doing? I don't know. Hi guys, so today for this vlog we'll be talking about study tips. Why are we talking about study tips? Because exams are like right next door, like in the blink of an eye. Right next door in the blink of an eye, yeah. So we'll be talking about study tips because effective studying is what we're all about, right? Yeah. Tip number 1. Read before and after your classes. Why are you doing this? You're reading before you go to class so that whatever information that is said to you in class, you already know. You're going to class with your information already. You know this already. All the thing you're going there for is for clarity and for further explanation. You want the teacher's explanation because you see some of the times the teachers use the very same explanations that they give in class in the exams. Like I remember in my first year, very first semester, I was doing this exam. The teacher in the class, she was like, she taught using examples, right? So she was giving an example. She's like, so basically she said, the cat ran through the tiny hole to catch the mouse. You know what came on the exam? Where did the cat run through to catch the mouse? So you want to go to class for those examples because they might come back on the exam, and then the examples help you to understand better as well. You want clarity, explanation. Bam, that's what you're going for because you already know what's going on. Then you're reading after because you want to seal in this information. You want to seal in the examples, you want to seal in the clarity that you got, seal it in. So you're locking that into your brain. Lock. Yeah, whatever. Tip number 2 is re-watch your classes. If you have lectures that are recorded on Zoom or Blackboard, or I don't know, do they teach on Moodle, whatever, Google Classroom, wherever your classes are, if they are recorded, re-watch these recordings. Why are we rewatching these recordings? We're rewatching these recordings simply because sometimes when we're in class we'll miss certain information, right? So something might be said and we're distracted and we miss it. Rewatch your recordings. Rewatch because when you're rewatching, you're focused on exactly what you're doing. You're not on your phone, you're not talking to anybody. You're rewatching because you want to catch whatever you missed. So rewatch so that you can catch this information that you missed, so that you will have it added to the things that you already cemented in your brain when you read before you went to class and after you went to class. Number 3 is read. Not only read before and after class, but just read all the time. Read. I can't stress this enough. Reading is so important. Reading is an important whatever for our development, okay? Read. Though I think reading is self-explanatory, I'm just gonna explain it either way. We're reading because we want to cement the information in our brains. We want it to get stuck, and if we are constantly reading it, it will get stuck. Everything not going to get stuck, because we don't have photogenic memories. Well, I don't know if you have it, but I don't. So we're reading, and I don't know, a lot of the persons that I know, they don't have it either, because I mean, imagine if they did, they'd be oh god. Yeah, so read to cement the information in your brain. Also read because it's important, and read because learning new things is good for us. Reading will help you in the exam, because is it like, imagine you're on the exam, right, and you're doing your exam and you're writing and you see this exact thing and you're like, oh wow, I read this in the book. Best feeling ever, okay? One of the best feelings ever. Number 4 is write down important information. Alright, everything is important, but not, some things are more important than others. Yeah. So what I mean is, some of the times when you're reading the textbooks, they have like notes on the sides. right? So have like side note things. What you want to do is you want to write down those side note things, and you want to write down the definitions and stuff like that within the context of the paragraphs and stuff like that. You want to write those down so that when you are rereading your notes, sorry, when you're rereading your notes, these things will pop up at you because you wrote them down, and you're like, oh, this must be important because you wrote them down. Me personally, I like to write them down in color stuff and highlight and whatever, because they'll pop up at you. Tip number 5 is, if a course or subject is a practical course or subject, you want to make sure that you're practicing it. Practical meaning like there's working on stuff to do, like, or like math, engineering, chemistry, physics, those things. I really know the practical stuff because I'm a reading student at psychology. I don't know them, but you want to make sure that you're practicing them. Practice them. Practice the formulas, practice the structure, whatever it is. Make sure that you're practicing them, because when you practice them, you also, this is another form of cementing information, right? So you want to make sure that you got this, you practice it, so you know it. That was at number 5. Number 6 is YouTube. Guys, YouTube can be your best friend, okay? When you're studying, YouTube can be your best friend. Some of the times you're in your classes, and the person who is teaching, the lecturer, the teacher, whoever it may be, everything that they're saying is so difficult. Like, you just can't understand it. It's so difficult. I like to think of YouTube as a lay person, somebody who is on my level, and they bring the information to me quite easily. So yeah, YouTube is like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, while the teacher is like A square, B square, C cubed, and all that. So YouTube I like to think that YouTube brings it down to my level. YouTube, and then YouTube basically has every single thing on it. Ever yet go on YouTube and look up like how to straighten your glasses and how to fix your glasses that broke, and YouTube have that answer. Like, are you whoever a glasses manufacturer? Okay. But yeah, so YouTube has everything. Go on YouTube things that you don't know. It might not have it in complete details, but it has it in crash courses, and I believe that it'll help you to get the basic understanding and then bring clarity to whatever you're reading in your textbooks. Number 8 is choose a time when your body is more alive. Choose your best time to study when your body is ready. If you're a morning person, study in the morning. If you're an afternoon person, study in the afternoon. If you're a night person, study in the afternoon. Study in the night, okay? Choose the time that's best for your body. Because if you're not choosing the time that is best for your body, then say you're like a morning person and you decide to study in the night, you're gonna fall asleep and you're gonna be out of it, and you're not gonna get anything because this is not your body's time. Some of us, like, I think I'm a study anytime in one kind of person. So yeah, I feel like I can study anytime, except for in the night time, because, well, not night time, but like in the AMs, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I don't study at that time because my brain is tired and I need to sleep. But yeah. Number 9 is eat. Make sure that you're eating. When you're studying, don't overeat, because we have a tendency to just eat. Don't binge eat when you're studying, but eat. Eat your breakfast, eat your lunch, eat your dinner, eat your snack, whatever. Eat. Make sure that you're eating, because when you eat, your body's energized. Your body gets energy from the food that you're eating, so you don't feel lethargic or anything like that. When you're studying, your mind is ready for this. Number 9 is, no, I did number 9 a while ago. Number 9 is take appropriate breaks. Don't study non-stop. You'll get tired, your head will hurt you, your vision will get blurry, a whole bunch of symptoms will come as a result of studying while without taking a break. Take a break for yourself. Even if you have 150 million things to do, take an hour break. You'll have time. There are enough hours in the day, I assume. Take your time, take your breaks, study. Don't do it non-stop. That, I don't think that makes any sense. You'll get tired, and you more than likely will forget what you studied because you're too tired and you're probably not paying attention to what you study. You know how you can listen and not hear. You can read and not know. That makes sense? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, you guys might understand. Number 11 is choose a space that is comfortable for you. Your bed is comfortable, definitely, but not for studying. If you study on your bed, no matter who you are going to fall asleep. Do not study on your bed. I used to study on my bed and I used to fall asleep, and my mother used to get on my case. Don't study on your bed. See, right now, this is my spot. This is where I study. It's a couch. I don't move from this spot. The charger is right. The charging stuff is right there. My books are right there. This is my spot. This is where I study. Tablet is right there. Whatever is right here. This is where I study. This is the spot. Some persons have like desks, like their own designated desk. If you have a desk, if you can afford a desk, get a desk. If you can't afford a desk, use the dining table. If you don't have a dining table, go sit down on the ground. Don't go in your bed. Don't lie down. You will fall asleep, because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but when you're studying is literally when you get tired. Like, I remember once I wanted to sleep but I couldn't sleep, and I was like, okay, let me read some notes. As soon as I started reading the notes, off the bed I went. Alright. So now that we're finished giving the tips, can I just add, seeing that this is my new platform, that I can discuss things because this belongs to me, can I just add, those of you who go to the University of the West Indies, leave the people them timetable alone. Can you stop complaining and just prepare yourselves for the exams? Tell yourself that this needs to get done and I have to do it. If you are gonna go to the examination per people every 5 seconds and tell them that you have a clash, what do you think is gonna happen? Look at this thing up here. This is the first time I wrote down all of my exam dates, then I had to change them. Then after I changed them, they change again. Listen, people, leave it alone. Just prepare yourselves, prepare your minds, prepare yourselves. I think we have enough enough time in the day, enough hours in the day, whatever. Try to prepare yourselves. It's a lot, like, it is a lot, but please try to prepare yourselves and stop complaining, because with over like 100 and something courses, probably a whole lot more than that, there is no way that these people are going to be able to cater to every single one of us for there to be no clashes. So just prepare your minds, prepare yourselves. It has to be done. Tell yourselves that you are going to do it.
Goodbye, bye, 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 goodbye.